Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between attention and mindfulness? No? Perfect. That makes two of us, or at least it did until this morning. What I am about to share might just change your life, or at the very least, give you a chuckle. So buckle up, because today was a wild ride. It's 8 a.m., and I'm in a room with Miss P. She's our psychologist. Is that her real name? Of course not. She never introduced herself. So I took the liberty in naming her Miss P. Short, mysterious, and slightly ominous, like a character from a bad spy movie. Honestly, do you do that too? Give people random names in your head? No? Just me? Okay, moving on. Anyway, Miss P starts with a story. A horrifying story, mind you. There's this guy in California, your average Joe working for the railway. One day, he's fixing a refrigerated wagon. Somehow, the door slams shut, and he is trapped. Hours later, they find him frozen to death. His last words, scratched into the metal walls, were, "It's so cold. I'm freezing." Sounds tragic, right? Here's the twist. The refrigeration unit wasn't even working. The wagon was broken. Outside, it was a balmy Californian summer night. This is the moment my imagination kicks in. Was it a ghost? A curse? Did Voldemort return? Then this P, the kind of conviction that only psychologists and late-night infomercial hosts possess, tells us the human body can't distinguish between imagination and reality. If your mind believes you're freezing, your body will act accordingly. Now, I don't know about you, but my inner skeptic went into overdrive. Sure, Miss B. And next you tell me Santa Claus is real and lemon. She had us close our eyes and imagine holding a lemon. Bright, yellow, slightly bumpy lemon. Now cut it open, she said. Feel the juice running down your fingers. Bring it to your lips. Take a lick. And my friends, that's when it happened. First, a tiny tingle on my tongue, then a flood of saliva in my mouth. I actually tasted the lemon. I'm not kidding. I even pulled the face. You know, that scrunched up, puckered lip thing. That is little magic trick. Speed dove into the day's topic. Attention and mindfulness. What's attention? She asked. Someone said, listening carefully. Another said, being aware while crossing the street. Good answers. Turns out there are two types of attention. Automatic and focused. Automatic is like making coffee in the morning. You don't even think about it. Focused is when you fully engage, like dodging a pigeon mid-flight. Mindfulness, that's a different beast. Mindfulness isn't about survival. It's about presence. It's when you're so immersed in the moment that everything fades away. Imagine walking through a park, forgetting your to-do list, and you just listening to the birds. Sounds lovely, right? Now, here's the $1,000,000 question. What's the point? Why bother? Speed, in her infinite wisdom, explained. When you practice mindfulness, you stop judging everything all the time. You become less of a critic, more of an observer. And over time, this makes you calmer, more peaceful, and, dare I say it, less likely to snap at a guy who cuts you off in traffic. To drive the point home, she shared a story. In a little village, there was an old man with a magnificent horse. This horse was so extraordinary that even kings offered fortunes for it. But the old man refused, saying, "This horse isn't a possession, it's a friend, and you don't sell friends." One day, the horse disappeared. The villagers cried, "You fool! You sold it! You'd be rich! Now you have nothing! What a tragedy!" The old man shrugged. Tragedy or not, I don't know. All I know is the horse is gone. Time will tell. A few days later, the horse returned with a whole herd of wild horses in tow. The villagers exclaimed, "You were right. It's a miracle." The old man replied, "Miracle or not, I don't know. All I know is the horse is back with friends. Time will tell." Soon after, the man's son tried taming one of the wild horses. He fell and broke his leg. "Oh no!" cried the villagers. "What bad luck!" The old man said. "Bad luck or not, I don't know. All I know is my son broke his leg. Time will tell." Then a war broke out, and all the young men were drafted. except the old man's son, who couldn't fight because of his injury. The villagers thought, "You were right. Your son's accident was a blessing." But the old man just said, "Blessing or not, I don't know. All I know is my son didn't go to war. Time will tell." What's the lesson here? We are all like the villagers, rushing to label things as good or bad without knowing the whole story. But the old man, he is playing the long game. He knows that life is unpredictable and that sometimes all we can do is wait and see. So, what can we take away from this? Well, for starters, maybe it's time to stop playing armchair philosopher with every little thing that happens to us. Instead of declaring every mishap a disaster or every win a triumph, let's channel our inner old man. Stay calm, stay curious, and remember, time will tell. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to find some salt and tequila for my lemon.